What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make warps. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say you have your realm and you want people to be able to get spawn easy. You could have it so they drop an item, and this is a spawn, something to act as a spawn that I used in another one of my videos, which I'll be using it again. So let's say I want to drop an item where it would take me to here. I'm going to be showing you how to do that in today's video. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have a timer for it. I'm going to use 5 seconds as an example. But you can set it to whatever you want. And if you want no delay, then I'll show you how to do that as well. But the first thing you're going to want to do is add a scoreboard. So you're going to just do scoreboard, objectives, add, and then I'm going to call it warps. And then dummy. So now with this, you now need a repeating command block, and then set it to repeating, unconditional, always active, and then in the tick delay, put 20. Okay, so now for the actual command. You're going to do scoreboard players add, and then add E, type equals item, comma, name equals, and now this is where you're going to type the name of whatever you want. So the name of the item goes here. So I'm just going to call this spawn. I'm not going to do any fancy colors, no spaces, whatever. But you would type exactly the name of it in there. And then after you've done the name of the item, just put warps and then do 1. Okay. So, now, from that, you're going to take a command block here, and then execute at E, scores equal, and then squarely bracket, warps equals 1, and then name equals, and then, again, the name of your thing, so this is spawn, and then tilde, title at P, and then I'd say do a radius of 5. You don't have to, but it's recommended. And then action bar. Now you can do whatever you want here. If you want to just say, I don't know, you will go to spawn in 5 seconds, you can say that. But I'm going to make this a bit more fancy. So what I'm going to do is make it the color green, and then say you will be teleported to spawn. Oh, spelled that wrong. Spawn in, and then here I'm gonna actually make it pink. So I'm gonna have it just like that. And I just realized up here, I spelled title wrong. Make sure you spell it right when you do it. But after you've done this command block, all you gotta do, copy it, and then you're gonna want to change this 5 to a 4, and then you're gonna want to change this 1 to a 2. You're gonna want to do the same thing until you get to 1. So I'm changing that to a 3, and then changing this to a 3 now. You're gonna essentially just add 1 to the score, and then subtract 1 from the end. So the last one was 3 for the score, now this one's going to be 4. And we're almost done with this part. So now I'm going to make this a 1, and then have this be a 5. Now this next command block is, you can put a thing here, which I'll do. So I'm just going to say, you are, I don't know, I'll have it say, you are being teleported to spawn. And then I'm going to just capitalize this. You don't have to. And this command block is as well optional. But if you're doing it, then you got to add 1 more to the warps. So it should be 6 now for this. And now, you can take the command block again, delete the title, add, if you did the other step, the one where it says you're going to spawn now, you want to make it the same score as that, so 6, and then you are going to make it TP at P equals 5, and then you want to go get the coordinates of your spawn. So right here, my coordinates are going to be 59, 6, 122. Remember that. Whatever yours is. So mine is 59, 6, 122. You would put whatever the coordinates of your spawn are. And now, to be sure that everything works, you want to just copy this command block again, and then just add kill at S to the end. So that'll make it so it'll kill the item. So now, if I get out a anvil, and let's say I'll just use a diamond for this. I can name it spawn. So there we go. And then if I throw it on the ground, as you can see, it says it'll be picked up. And that's plus with the system I'm using. Everything is on its own timer. So if I throw one down here, now, it starts this timer. If I pick it up and throw it down again, it'll restart it. And it's the same thing. If I have mine thrown down and my friend throws his down over here, his timer will be independent from mine. So, yeah, I wasn't close enough for it to do the title saying that I'm going to spawn, but I got in range just in time for it to teleport me to spawn. So, now, quickly, if you want to add more to this, all you would do is, instead, let's say you want to do it so it's 10 seconds. You would just do, essentially, you'll be teleported in 10 instead of 5, and then be the same kind of thing, add 1 to the warps, and then -1 from like how long it's going to be till you're teleported, and then it should end up being 11 instead of 6 for the ones that are actually teleporting. But if you're doing this step for it to say you're being teleported to spawn, you want to have this be just, like this would be 6 if you're doing 5 seconds, 11 for 10, just add 1 to the total amount of time you want to take, and then it should be the same for these two command blocks, so the teleporting and the kill. So, now, let's say I wanted to do something where it would be, a warp home. Now, for this, I'm not going to add a timer, just for the sake of the video. I don't want it to take too long. But, you would do the same thing as spawn, and the only difference would be, when you are teleporting there, you would change the coordinates. So, actually, what I'm going to do is just use this command chain. So, it would, obviously, I would change it saying from you'd be teleported to spawn to home. But I'm just going to use this for now. So what I'm going to do is just subtract, I don't know, I'll subtract 4 from it. So now, this is going to be 4 blocks below my spawn. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and then down to here. So this is where it's actually going to be. And then I'm going to set block, tilde, and then it's 1 block below me, so like that. And then portal, end portal. Now, with that, I'm actually going to cover this back up, and then go into it. This is my first time loading it up, so I have nothing here, but what you want to do is just come over here a little bit, and then test for, if I can spell, at A, and then radius equals, you can do whatever, but make sure you have a radius. You can't do just at A, otherwise it can mess up. So at A, and then I'd say M equals not C, so that means if someone's in creative, it won't detect it. So just in case you need to come and edit this, you can. Then you're gonna want to get a comparator out, place it here, get another repeating command block, place that down, and then come a few blocks over. So I don't know, right here. I'm just gonna do /set block, and then do that just to hit the coordinates of that block. So now I have those copied, and you can obviously kill the Ender Dragon if you want, or just kill everything in here. So it will just be kill at E with a radius. There we go. And now in this command block, I'm gonna actually do kind of the same thing I did before. So set block, and then put the coordinates, and then end portal. So just like I did for my spawn. Now I'm going to put another command block right next to it. That will be TP at A, radius equals, let's say 1000, M equals not C. This is important as well, because let's say someone is using this while you're in here. If you're in creative, it won't detect you. But if you didn't put to ignore creative, then as soon as someone comes in, you'll both be teleported. But yeah, so you're going to want to make sure this is always active. These two need redstone. And now, when I go into survival, then it'll instantly teleport me. So I can take my spawn diamond, which you would obviously change it to home, change the title on the action bar. It'll take me through, and then it'll take a second, but then I should load back into the overworld. So it's taking a bit longer than usual, but it shouldn't take too long when you try it. But yeah, if you want to do something like this and just have it not be a delay, you could just do execute at E, and then the name of your item, like I showed before, and then close the bracket, put tilde tilde tilde, and then TP at P to your spawn coordinates if you're doing spawn, or the same thing with home. And then you would just have a chain command block after it to kill the item, so it wouldn't constantly teleport people if they get near it, so that's a pretty important command. Make sure you have that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. As always, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe, and if you have any ideas that you want me to do a video on, make sure you leave them in the comments down below. So, I will see you guys next time. Peace.